So I'm going to open it up now. We got about 19 minutes left. I just want to know if you guys have some questions, and I know it's hard to be the first guy. Yes?
I have a question. You come out losing the ball when you're man up, go back to playing defense and waiting to double the ball. What are your thoughts on just having everybody kind of have one designated slide and everybody else pressure out and wait for them,
Yeah, that's what we would do. Try to get your best pole on, your takeaway guy if you have one at high school, youth. And then do it in a safe zone. We don't want to do it above the cage. You want to do it going down the alley or behind the goal where it's safe. If the guy gets beat, maybe we can recover. Yeah, we'll put it. Yeah, exactly. You put him kind of inside, if you will. Like you're not going to double it. The kid comes down here. He's got a guy on him, and then you send him. Yeah, exactly. And if you practice it a few times, it's amazing. The kids pick up on it, even at the youth level.
If you're extra man, you're going to wait longer for a good shot than you would wait.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I miscommunicated there. I'm a different school of thought on that. Oftentimes, your best shot can come within, you don't want them to take one pass. And this is what they do it in practice. So like, okay, you blow the whistle, one pass, the kid shoots, and he scores. I'm like, is that reality? Sometimes it might be. Generally, it's not. You got to get the defense moving. So your best shot can come in the first 15 seconds, but generally comes when you get the defense moving. When you get the defense moving.
We see a lot of shut-off, especially in the high school level.
Okay.
Especially on 30-second penalties. There's anything specific you guys have done in the past, try a lot of different things.
Yeah, when they shut a player, that's a good question. Is that Ben? Jimmy, I'm sorry. All right, so about, I don't know when Rabel was playing at DeMatha, but we had a kid named Bray Melfris who went down and played at Virginia. And Bray was a freshman, and Rabel was a senior. And I can assure you, he was every bit as good in high school as he was in college, just because of his size and speed and was shooting at both hands. So obviously, we shut him off. And Dick Long was coaching back then at DeMatha, and he put in one. He was ready for it. He ended up, I can't remember the formation, but Rabel ended up inside with the shut. Right? So Rabel shut, and I got a freshman shutting him, who's a good athlete. Like, you cover him wherever he goes, you're on him. And they're like, perfect. I played right into their hands. So they were throwing the ball around like this. And when the ball got to here, he'd start carrying, and Rabel would come and seal this defenseman. So the shut guy's on him. He's sealing that defenseman. This guy's stepping out, Andy Gallagher. He scored about 5 goals on man up. We just weren't ready for it. So whoever was shut, we were having him seal the other inside guy. And the guy just stepped out. Yeah, because we weren't playing sides. We didn't tell him sides. We're man down. He's on a shut, and we had the shut guy sealing the inside guy. So Rabel came in. He was shut here one time, came down and sealed the defensive guy, and the guy, looped here. And it really gave us fits. We weren't ready for it. That was one way we dealt with that. That's a good question. How do you deal with the shut? And a lot of people say just put them inside, have the inside guy go out and run your regular offense. That can work too. Because you're still playing 5 versus 4. Yeah. That's a good question. And this is going to change, who you have, how you like to coach. So generally, and I'm giving away the kitchen sink, you want your feeder here. This is the guy who's going to connect. You want this to be a shooter, and it'd be nice if that could be a left-handed guy, right? Be nice if that could be a right-handed guy. But this is really where you want your feeder. He's the guy who's going to connect the dots. And he's the guy who's going to get this skip to this guy and this guy. This guy, you can hide somebody in here. You could have him, like when the defense coming across, you constantly tell him, like, well, seal that guy. Don't let him get out to that shooter so quick. And then slip it. So if this defenseman's bumped over and he's trying to bump back out, you want to seal him and then just slip down here. So, yeah, I put my feeder here, shooter, and these guys just got to be heady ball players.